Hello everyone, it is Joe here from OmniPoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. Today we're on PTCGO looking at some Unbroken Bonds decks. This time it's going to be the Salazzle Unown Hand based deck. Very simple concept. We're going to try and motor through our deck as often as we can via Roast Reveal, the new Salazzle that we have. A fantastic stage 1 for draw power. We're also going to use the likes of Heat Factories, Whitneys, Lookers, Fire Crystals so that we can accumulate 35 cards in our hand and literally extend the Unown Hand into the active position and get the victory via this sort of out, rather than trying to take 6 prize cards. Just use the ability Hand to literally win the game. So, yeah, very simple concept. Try and get to 35 cards before your opponent takes 6 prize cards. That's all it is. We play no disruption whatsoever. We have no way to slow our opponent down. We're just trying to go as quickly as we can to get to 35 cards and just win with Unown Hand. That's entirely the concept. Technically, you need to get to 37 cards in your hand because you need to play the Unknown himself and the Switch card. So that's pretty much the entire concept of the deck. As simple as it can be, really. So we'll just motor through the sort of card choices because not much is that complicated. It's all very self-explanatory, trying to be as simple as possible to get towards this Unown Hand route. So first of all, the 4/4 line of Salazzle. We use the Salandit that can get a basic onto your bench just to get more Salandits, basically. And this new Salazzle is the card that sort of enables this archetype to function. Roast Reveal, once during a turn, you may discard a fire from hand if you do draw 3 cards. So it's like a Swampert effect, but for exactly fires on a stage 1. So we can just start motoring through the deck really quickly. We have so many fires in here, 14, as well as 3 Fire Crystals. We can easily just recycle these, and that's the entire concept of the deck. Because Fire Crystal is so easily able to recycle fire energies, we can motor through these and get them all back and make sure that we actually still accumulate to 35 cards total, especially because we play 4 Oranguru. Resource management is the key here so that we actually just keep cycling back Fire Crystals and other cards that we have in our discard pile at the end of the turn, so that we, can draw and then, either, not deck out, but at the same time, make sure that we actually still have 35 cards remaining in our deck to sort of draw into to accumulate. So that's pretty much the whole idea here. We also have Profound Knowledge that can do 60 and Confuse. Not irrelevant, because sometimes we will fill our bench, and some people think that their only win condition is to not take a prize card at all, so that we will deck out. But of course, we will never deck out because we have Oranguru. We can just keep attaching, retreating, and resource managementing back those energies that we retreat away from one Oranguru to the next. At the same time, we can just start using Profound Knowledge and force them to do something because we'll just start hitting them with damage. So this Oranguru is absolutely insane. It means we won't ever lose to mill decks, and they can never stall us out either. So we are infinite with this deck, and Oranguru means that we will not run out of cards when we're trying to motor through everything else. Again, everything else is an enabler here. Ditto is a 5th Salandit. Then we have the Lele to get us into, good supporter turn 1, so Elm or Lookers or whatever you need. Obviously, Ultra Ball searchable, which is great. 1 Virizion-GX. I don't actually use this all that much. It's one of these options that can be really nice, but it does put us all in. So we have to be very certain that our opponent doesn't have any other hand disruption to use this. The Breeze Away GX, put any number of your Pokemon in play and all cards attach them into your hand. Essentially, you just pick up all the stuff that you don't need, like excess Salazzles and stuff. Just pick all those up and sort of, get yourself into that large hand size. You can also pick up the Virizion with its own GX attack as well, so it's not like you leave a 2-prizer on the board. You can use this with your own Lele to deny prizes as well, I guess. But I don't use this all that much because it just puts you so all in if you are going to get hit with a Judge or whatnot. Judge and Let Loose are obviously like kryptonite for this deck. You hate seeing it. It means the Zoroark's a horrible matchup because they play Judge Palpad, sometimes multiple Judge. And there are lots of decks playing Let Loose. Obviously, it's pretty much really popular in the format right now. So many decks will be playing it. So don't expect to get around this too much. This is what leaves the archetype as, rogue rather than actually incredible. But if people are so keen to let loose early, then you can get away with it. And if you know your opponent has no more hand disruption, Breeze Away is a sick option for just really accelerating our potential to get into the large hand size. Obviously, it has double draw as well, so it's not a horrible lead for you because you can just start drawing off this card as well, which is pretty reasonable. And then the one Unown Hand. Of course, this is our win condition, so we've got to play 1 copy of it. Onto the item cards. Couple Switch, obviously integral to get into our Unknown. Also gets us into Orangurus and protects our Salandits, of course. 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher to recycle our stuff. Obviously, we can resource management back in the Stretcher, so again, everything's infinite. Then we have 3 Fire Crystals. This is a huge card, really, really nice, because you just keep chaining these fire energies to draw cards, and then you can just recycle 1 card back into our deck via the resource management, and it is effectively 3 cards, which is huge. Then we have Ball Searcher for Nest for Ultra. Again, just trying to simplify. Just get your Pokemon out, get as many Salazzles down on turn 2 as you can, and just start cycling. 1 Heat Factory, great stadium card for us to get us even more draw. It's basically a 5th Salazzle that can be in play. 2 Gladion, obviously prizing the likes of Unown, the likes of Virizion sometimes, any of these switches, sometimes Stealthy Hood as well. These are cards you want to pull out, and Gladion's pretty reasonable for that. Then we're going to play 3 copies of Professor Elm. This is like the only card I want to have a 4 of that don't have space for. Obviously, it's a great support to turn 1 to just get multiple Salandits down, and that's all you really need. But I don't really have space for a 4th. I don't think there's anything worth cutting over it. Potentially, the 14th Fire can be the 4th Elm, but ultimately you just want to see Fires as much as possible to start cycling with Roast Reveals, so I really like the high count. So 3 Elm currently, and plus we're already playing 4 Ultra, 4 Nest, and Lele, so I think that's fine. For Looker, obviously it's just a bang average supporter in general, but when you can combine it with Resource Management, you can guarantee the likes of Ultra Balls and Nest Balls back to the bottom of your deck to Looker into them, to make sure that you can get your next Salazzles rolling. So it's got nice synergy with Oranguru exactly, which is pretty good in general. And again, it's just adding to the draw total into your hand. So just when you're in this Salazzle loop, the Looker is additional draw cards for us. 4 copies of Whitney, you draw a card, but if you have other Whitneys in your discard pile, you draw 2 more cards for each other Whitney in the discard. So using the likes of Ultra Balls is really nice on Whitneys specifically, because you can then make your future Whitneys much stronger for, again, more draw power. You can use the, if you have 3 Whitneys in the discard pile, you're drawing 7 off 1 supporter, which is just insane raw draw power. And then you can cycle back the 4th Whitney into your deck if you have to as well. So yeah, just a really powerful supporter once you start like Ultra Balling away excess Whitneys and whatnot, which is pretty cool. 1 Stealthy Hood. This is a really important item tool that we attach onto our Unown Hand. It means that we get around Alolan Muck, which was otherwise a big deal for Unown Hand and pretty much a lost condition out the gate. You would have to find a way to knock out a Muck. But now we have this 1 Stealthy Hood that you can put it on, and it means that our ability is not shut off by a lower Muck on the Unown Hand, and it means we can still use this ability to win the game. So really, really huge tool that is also an enabler for this archetype to be a thing. And finally, 14 Fire. It's really integral. You want to have this for turn attachments onto your resource management every time. Make sure you have a backup one for that, and you just want to keep Roast Revealing. That's pretty much the entire archetype. So there's not too much else I'd want to put into this list. Again, we're just trying to be simple and effective. There's not really much you can do around the likes of Judge and Marshal other than just make it hard for the opponent to do it again or whatever, but it doesn't really feel like it's worth building around those sorts of things. Try and make it hard for them to find a Judge, make it hard for them to attack you. I think overall you just want to try and get as many Pokemon out as you can quickly and just get your plan A going and hope that that's going to be the main win condition. So definitely a fun archetype, or the new ladder. And yeah, if there are decks like not playing any hand disruption, or if they just let loose early, you can easily take some easy wins, because it's actually hard for people to take 6 individual prize cards before you get to 35 cards with this deck, as long as you have a reasonable start. So let's jump into the ladder and see how this archetype goes. I'm still fairly low on the ladder because this is my new account, you can see down here. So there may be some more questionable decks that we queue into that might make this deck look better than it is, but I think this is overall a reasonable archetype. We already have draw 6 in hand, which is looking pretty good. We have a Salandit though, and obviously we're going second, so we can call for family for more Salandits. So pretty reasonable start for us right here. Obviously we want to try and find Ball Search and other basics if we can. Let's see what we're up against. It looks like Jolteon of some sort, maybe Thunder Buddies, something like that. Pikachu and Zekrom decks often play 1 Let Loose, so something we have to bear in mind here. Vulpix. I'm not sure what this is now. We're going to Heat Factory, kick things off. We can Ultra Ball for Lele for Elm, which is much stronger than Looker for 3. We have Salandit Ditto, which is nice. Elm is here. We have the Hood, our other Gladions prized. We have all of our Whitneys. We have a Salandit prized. We have 2 Orangurus prized, but that should be fine. We have our Stretchers. We have a Fire Crystal prized as well. Okay. Good to know your prizes when you play Gladion, obviously. But looks like nothing too painful. Stuff that we could Gladion for if we had to, but... Turn 1, this is looking pretty good. So we can just do this, and then we can call for family for Oranguru. And then our board state is pretty good. And going into next turn, looks like we've got Looker going for us. We also have Fire Crystal Heat Factory if that stays in play. So again, draw 6, and then we start looking for Salazzles, and hopefully draw more from then. Our opponent has the Volkner. They could go for Electro Power Energy and get a knockout with a Jolteon, which would be scary. Sniping is obviously something that's very scary for this archetype, because you want to have as many like you want to force your opponent to only take 1 prize a turn as like step 1, and also you don't want your Salazzles getting knocked out because they're the big part of your draw engine. So recycling Salazzles is huge. Our opponent getting off to a pretty good start here with the Electro Bullet knockout. But they didn't replace the Stadium, which is going to give us a good little buffer here to try and get some more Salazzles into play. So overall, we'll take this on balance. We also pick up a Stretcher, which is nice. We'll start off with the Heat Factory. Ultra Ball seems good. Get rid of a Whitney. Always a good opportunity whenever you see a Whitney just to bin that. Now I'm going to start drawing cards. Nest Ball is fine. I think I want this to be a monkey. We don't have a Switch card in hand currently, and he can obviously threaten a knockout, so I think we have to limit ourselves to this. I'll Looker for 3. Try and find a Salazzle. We do, which is great. We can get another 3 draws in. We're so likely to find fire that I think we always pitch fires when we can. There's also these as great outs. You always want to play the Fire Crystals because these are much more valuable to resource management back in than any individual Fire Energy cards. So we go 1, 2... Probably just Looker. For Looker next turn, or do I want to put Ultra Ball back in? Yeah, Ultra Ball for our Looker for next turn. Yeah, seems good. Cool. So that secures 3rd Salazzle for next turn as well. If we play a Looker, that is, after going for like Salazzle, Heat Factory. But yeah, this is the deck. It's as simple as this. Just try and get your engine rolling as much as possible. They have Electro Power Knockout here by the looks of things. But the only thing we're really afraid of is Judge. Oh, they're going to set up more damage. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind that at all. Still no Counter Stadium either, which is good for us. Roast Reveal. There's another Salazzle. Heat Factory can go. There's our Unknown. But yeah, it's as simple as this, really. It's not really a difficult deck to play by any means. Let's get rid of this stuff, just so we can make our Whitney stronger. Use the Fire Crystals. Attachment's fine, there's no reason not to. And you can see how like efficient this is, because our discard pile is still only 9 cards now. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're at 24 cards currently. 9 cards left in our deck. We're obviously leaving the Salandit because we can stretch it back multiple targets when multiple stuff gets knocked out. So we should be fine. We basically have 18 cards as a resource pool here, and we're at 29 in hand. So it feels like it's pretty much in our grasp to win this game. It's going to take a few resource managements, but we'll get there. They're going to get more Electro Powers with their Ninetales. They can take a knockout on Monkey here if they want to. Yep, there's Electro Power. Electro Bullet's going to keep targeting down Salazzle. Oh no, they're going to go for this Monkey instead. Fair enough. So let's go. Draw some cards. Shuffle 3. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Do I have enough fire in here? Yeah. Let's see how many we're at this point. I can do this. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We're at 32 cards currently. We don't have the Oranguru in our hand. That's our last card in deck, so we'll go ahead and just pull him out. We'll attach here. We can play a Gladion just to pull out another Fire Crystal sounds fine. Another Monkey sounds fine as well. Virizion may accelerate our win condition if we want it to, but this seems like the best move. And we'll just resource management. And we go 1, 2, 3. He's got Electro Bullet. So we can draw our deck. Two energies. We can recover. So we actually prefer them to take a double knockout here because it gets us +2 cards with Stretcher. So if they take the double knockout, it's actually beneficial for us. They're going to Electro Charge it real quick. Just going to make sure we have the right number of cards, basically. Cycling this deck isn't the difficult part. You'll lower the hand size to instruct by the looks of things. They're going to take the double prize? They are. Okay. That should give us enough cards to win the game now. As long as I don't mess up. So this always gets played. It's a +2 cards into the deck, basically. We play this. We do this. We do this. And then we have a big count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Cool. 37 is the number we need to get to so that we can switch in and play the hand. And that's victory number 1. Obviously, we're up against a deck that wasn't taking a knockout every single turn, but we had a 4 prize card buffer. They had no hand disruption, so pretty nice, easy win for us there. And again, it's just that sort of... You just have to be cautious and know that we can basically plus cards by using our Fire Crystals and using our stretchers sometimes as well, so bear that in mind. When you're using resource management, you want to get back in cards that you can't recycle, like trainers and supporter cards, because you have trainer cards that can get back your energies and Pokemon in a surplus. So unless they're important to use instantly, with like a Rescue Stretcher, you want to get the ones that you can plus on. So going second again, we have a Salandit start that can still do the call for family. We also have Switch for Monkey if we have to. I'm going to put this stuff down and just send it our opponent's way. And this time I see a Litten. This is going to be an evolution-based deck. We always like seeing evolution-based decks because they give us a turn or two of freedom where they're not taking prizes. We're most concerned about like basic attacking decks that can be very aggressive on us. Evolving decks are much, much easier because they give us that benefit of time. Now, I was going to Ultra Ball Lele for this Elm, but now we can just straight up go for it, which is great news. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Next turn, do I want to Lele for a supporter is the question, or do I just Ultra Ball for Salazzles? Yeah, we Ultra Ball for Salazzles. So I'll call for family this turn with Salandit just to get our monkey down. Cool. Seems good. Gouda likes our deck. Thanks a lot. They're just going to go for Cataday. Okay, they don't have much going for them. Now, if we were a real deck, we could win on turn 2, but we're not a real deck. We're just about doing this. This is our game. Remember, we have infinite Pokemon because we have that Stretcher Monkey combo. Also have infinite energies. Everything's infinite. We have all of it. We just need to draw into it. Whitney for 1? Sure. We're under no pressure from our opponent. I would have called for family this. Actually, we still can call for family this. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Still, no pressure. They used Cataday last turn, so we're chilling. The only slight concern about like discarding stuff like Unown Hand is if you're worried about random Giraffarics and stuff. Obviously, Giraffaric just owns Unown Hand anyway, so... Okay, looks like they're a Incineroar, like Turbo Incineroar based deck, I guess. Whitney draws 3 and it improves our other Whitneys, so it's better than Looker here. And we can start the cycle. Nice. We need to start getting into our resource management. Our discard's getting a little bit big. But we can do that now because we're drawing into a bunch of energies. That's why the high energy count is so important, because you need to find them early when our draw is like weak. But we're just in the loop now. We just get back the item cards. As mentioned earlier, get back the stuff you can't recycle otherwise. Like, Oranguru can recycle anything, but we have trainers that can recycle this stuff. So get back that stuff. Judge's Whistle. Uh-oh, that might mean they play a Judge. This might make life difficult for us. The ways that we beat Judges is by saving our like 4th Whitney and trying to get into that 4th Whitney and trying to get burst draw to like recover. That's the whole plan. Our opponent's really just drawing pretty dead though. We're just going to keep doing our Salazzle stuff. Drawn into another Whitney, which is nice. That can pretty much access the rest of our deck after this Heat Factory. Now we can definitely access our full deck. Drop in the well played. Thanks a lot. What is resource management? They're saying we have a good deck, but they play Judge's Whistles, so we have to be concerned. We're at 31 currently in hand. Here's finally an Incineroar. Can I win next turn is the question. Possibly. We only have 5 in the discard pile, 7 in the discard pile with Oranguru and Energy. We might be able to win next turn. Okay, they're not going to take prizes. Makes sense. Thing is, if you're not going to take prizes, I can just resource management more, so it's fine either way. Like, we don't mind. It's the only thing we're worried about is Judge. So if they're waiting around for Judge, then fair enough. But we'll start attaching energy cards. Slowly building towards this profound knowledge. Play a quick Gladion while we're here. Getting the other stretcher back's a nice little option, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And yeah, it's a pretty boring deck, to be honest. Like, it's one of these gimmicks that people would want to see, but then when you see it, it's like, man, this is actually just really boring. It's not too much excitement going on. Let's see if I can poke gear into a Judge this time. Stage 2 decks playing Judge feels weird. I think they might be playing the Whistles just for more draw. Who knows though? Maybe they're just whiffing off the gears. There's some debate to playing Rainbow Energy in this deck, just so you can Rainbow Acerola and do these plays with Unown Hand, but it's kind of fine just going for the slow grind. Like, you know you've won the game, so it's chill. Okay, we'll send our opponent's way. Slowly building to profound knowledge. Slowly trying to force him to attack us. It's pretty much what it comes down to if they don't play Judge. Our opponent still hasn't taken a prize, so it's like we're at the start of the game. We'll just pass. I mean, I could do the cycle or resource management, but I think it's fine. Funny thing is, when you start taking prizes as well, it helps you grow the hand size even more, because you have a physically higher amount of cards to access, to play with. I'm going to retreat into Naga, which is fine. Sure, not a problem. little Profound Knowledge. Then we'll play a Switch. Pass. So we show them that we can retreat in resource management. What a treat. We're infinite. We are infinite, in fact. Profound Knowledge. Eventually, we'll either kill them by taking 6 prizes this way, or they'll take a knockout and we'll Unown Hand for win. Or they'll play a judge and actually make the game interesting. One of those things will occur. And yeah, this could be avoided with a Rainbow Acerola. Maybe it's worth playing, but they're not consistency cards, and we know this will always be a failsafe to win. So it feels like you can just have the failsafe to win anyway, right? Closer taking a prize, guys. Exciting times. If they're not going to take prizes, we can also deck them out, of course, because we're infinite. So they're going to put down a black market Prism Star. Excellent. We'll just do our usual thing. It's pretty silly, really. And I guess this is why people play the Virizion, just to sort of accelerate that win condition. And go all in. I don't know, maybe I'm too defensive against Judge. Maybe we should embrace the fact that we just lose to Judge sometimes. Ah, they're going to try something new. Interesting. What a treat. Get the 1 back in. Get ourselves back to where we were last turn. Basically, they played a Guzma for no effect. Again, reiterating, we're infinite. We had the alternate route of playing a Switch if we wanted to feel crazy. Could have potentially got the extra damage in, the extra 60 damage. But it really doesn't matter. So, especially when they have this, right? Damage is irrelevant. We even have more time left than the opponent. Oh, I actually put the energy on the wrong target. Whoops. So they can't even time stall us as long as we play quickly. Maybe this attachment makes him change his move. Who knows? They have only 17 cards left in deck. Where's this judge then? Is it ever going to be there? Is there ever going to be a judge? 3 judge whistles get down. If they did play a judge, they could instantly win against us. Because they could have just kept those judges' whistles, but alas, they didn't. Ah, what a great game. You get to do 60 damage this turn, boys. What a treat. Start whittling down his next GX. This is going to get to one big nagger, that's for sure. Misclicking is our only loss condition. So, about that Rainbow Acerola. Right. I really hope they're waiting around for a judge play. If they're not, this is just sad. But whatever. We're playing faster than they're playing, so we actually can't lose. They only have 12 cards left, guys. There it is. The Greninja Zoroark. This changes everything. No, wait, it doesn't. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Slowly, slowly. We have 11 cards left in deck. $180 on the next tag team. Not tag team. GX Pokemon. Thinking. Thinking what their win condition is. Slowly, slowly. This is so bad for a video, I'm not gonna lie, this is just dumb, but I want to win, man. I don't just want to concede. I gotta show you how you win when people try and do this against you, right? Because that's what some people will just try and do to you. Because they have no other option to actually win the game. You gotta show them that it's just a patient, profound knowledge off. We're almost there. 240. We'll be able to take one prize card soon. Unless there's a twist in the tail and he pays retreat out of this. Ooh. That would be epic. Oh, he's not even retreating. Incredible news. I think you get the picture of what's going on here, though. When your deck says 0, use a resource management. We could do it in all sorts of ways. We could start Ultra Balling all of our stuff. We could start playing all sorts of cards. But we're trying to be efficient to wind the clock down as... Well, not wind the clock down. We get to take an additional card here, boys. One prize card for us. We're almost there. Sad face emoji. Comes Naga. That's the most important click, the retreat one, when there's the option to hit Profound Knowledge. That's the most exciting click of the game. They have 5 cards left. Maybe Judges at the bottom 5. Maybe. I mean, sure, maybe. Another 250 hit point wall to get through. We'll take 2 prizes if we ever knock this out. Because of this. There are 5 cards left in deck and 30 minutes on the clock. We have just under 18 minutes. Silly. Why would someone keep playing this when they know they have no win condition? Unless legitimately Judges at the bottom and they're going to start exploding on us. I mean, come on, man. You know. I guess they have Cynthia's as well, you know. They're going to recycle their hand at some point, right? Sure. That's the line we'll stick to. So, let me know what deck you guys want to see next. Oh, lock decks. You're the best. I just realised, is retreating our best option? Yeah, it is, right. It has to be, because I can't play the Ultra Ball as soon as we get to no deck. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking if I could just be like Ultra Balling away 2 fires, but I can't have to do the retreat thing. There's no faster method. I guess I could be resource managementing for an extra card and giving ourselves an extra turn of Profound Knowledge every time. How can I do that? Maybe there's a way. Maybe I've been inefficient with my Profound Knowledge, my resource managementing. Answer on a postcard. Could I have won this in... Could I have been attacking with Profound Knowledge a turn more every time? I'm sure there is a way. I want to have maximum cards in hand every time, though. It's probably just playing an Ultra Ball and have 1 card in deck. Something like that. There's the first Cynthia. Woo! Are we legitimately going to take 6 prizes? Busted. Busted monkey. He's going to have incredible stats. MVP Oranguru, like 1,000 squillion damage. I just like the fact that this is going to be on a video and we just know that this person is just a sore loser even though they're playing Incineroar. Like, come on, dude. Maybe I'm a sore winner. Maybe. Right, do we have to start getting through this one now? Ah, this one. Oh, this is actually so annoying. Because I'm trying to do a video. But we've come this far that I don't want to give him the satisfaction of a scoop, right? We just can't let this happen. It's just injustice. We can't let injustice happen. Not on my watch. Not in my name. I'm actually too competitive to let this person win. Which is an embarrassing state of affairs that it means this much to me to win the game. To actually sit here for another 11 minutes clicking the same combination of cards, but it does mean that much to me. That's the problem. Deep in my soul, I can't let this person win. I can't let them get away with this. We have won. There's no question about it. We won many, many turns ago. It's just, you know, formalities. The formalities of resource managementing and profound knowledging about another 40 times. If our opponent wanted any way to win, they should have been clicking done like instantly every turn to like force the clock on me, but they've been like waiting every turn. We have a 6-minute buffer on them. Thank goodness Oranguru doesn't have a 0 retreat cost, right? There's a switch. Busted. There's a Cynthia. Busted. Okay, 7 more cards in their deck. That's Cynthia number 2 of possibly 4. And we'll start plugging away at the next one. Go on, then. I should start Ultra Balling. I'm going to start Ultra Balling to give us extra turns of resource management into profound knowledge for spam. Because I should have been doing this the whole time. The only like concern I had was running the clock by doing more actions, but I think it's just correct. So this turn I have to play the Ultra Ball. And then next turn we can resource management for a full 3 cards. Which gives us an extra profound knowledge turn. I should have been doing this the whole time, to be honest. Yeah, we could have weaved in a lot more profound knowledges. I'm only just realizing this. I've made this game go longer than it has to be. Whoops. That should be enough Ultra Balling for a while. We now have 4 in the discard pile. It's a good surplus. We obviously have these, so it's never a problem, but... Wave to the camera. Da, 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 da. You are a skillful player. Oof. Big choice band. Changes the game. How can we win now? Oh man, some people. Dude. It's just a game, bro. Tell me that. Right? Because I had 37 cards where I could have made him just sit and wait and watch that. But I'm a grown-up. I'm an adult. They just got 5 lightning bolts and 50 whatever those are for about an hour's work. Now. Fancy another game? Sure. Go on then. If it ends up like that mess ever again, I'll just concede. But that's the reality of trying to play this deck. People do that because people are the worst. They're just the worst, man. Okay, we have a good amount of ball search here. Always good. And what are we up against? Ooh, Goomy. Goomy makes life awkward. We can't resource management as often as we would like. That's actually scary. Real scary. We've prized 1 Salazzle. Unown Hand is there. A Fire Crystal's prized. 1 Gladion is prized. Oh no, 1 Salazzle wasn't prized, it's in our hand. What are we talking about? 1 Ultra Ball is, 1 Gladion, 1 Whitney. Okay. I feel like Lele for Elm isn't actually correct here. I feel like it might be Lele for a different supporter, just to draw more cards actually. Just get the lookers rolling. Because we want to have more energies in hand. Because I want to attach 2 energies over the next 2 turns. And still have energies for roast revealing, so... This is actually one awkward way that you can try and get around resource management, but at the same time, like they're going to be having to use a hit and run type Pokemon for that to work. Oh, they're a Hustle Belt Goomy list. Okay. This might be a really hard matchup for us. Goomy Hustle Belt. At least they can't one-bomb the monkey. If they played Magcargo GX as well, I'd have to be scared. A bit worried about that nasty GX attack as well. Milling 5 cards from us. That's nasty. Okay, let's get the draws rolling. Hope to hit some more fire energies. Hope to hit some more fire energies. Oh, rough times. Rough times, bro. Huh. This Goomy, though. Shout out to Goomy. Oh, we can... Hood. Busted. In the hood. Wait, what? Hello? Why can't I? Why can't I? I should be able to attack here. The Stealthy Hood should work. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to the Pokemon this card is attached to. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's active costs 1 more. Stealthy Hood should cover this. PCGO, fix your game, bro. Come on. I've got the stealth. Stealth mode's activated. Sad face emoji. Well, now I've got to do... Fix your game, Pokemon. You're the worst. I love you. Don't punish me. That's actually so savage. The hood, though. Think about the hood for a second. Oh, he can smooth over Guzma. Ruh, bro. This lack of hood is actually disgusting. We need to find a Fire Crystal at pace. This is actually a really hard matchup. Oh, wow, he didn't take Guzma. Feels good, man. He has infinite deck, too. Alright, we take the risk. Risk didn't pay off. Hood? Now it works? What? Whoa, this game is so weird. This game makes no sense. Oh well, at least it works now. Feels good. I mean, the next monkey won't work. I only have one Stealthy Hood. That's super weird though. So when I attached it to the active, it didn't work, but when it became a new active, it did. That's got to be some weird coding. Go for the Lele. I like it. I like the style. It's not killing our monkey, so I'm happy with this. Okay, Ram doing the stuff. Let's go, Whitney. Salvation. Not salvation. Pass. This deck can get into this sort of stumbling motion. Tormenting Spray. Okay. Sure. What's going on? It's got the answer to Unown Hand. He hit the 25% to torment our Elm away. Feels bad, man. And Fire Energy. Let's go. Let's get out of this mess. Fuming. Do I just put... I don't know at the bottom of the deck, that doesn't make sense. Maybe put one at the bottom just in case I draw Looker to guarantee. Sure. That's the line we'll stick to. We're getting wrecked by this Goomy though. Crushings are going to wreck us as well. Guzma. Another prize for him. Getting tight, boys. We're going to have to start drawing a bunch of cards. Right about now. Here we go. We're in it. We're in it. Go, 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 go. Yes. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Give me the cards. Give me all the cards now. This is more cards. We have to attach here. We're not going to make it, boys. We're not going to make it. There's no time, damn it. We have to hope that we can Virizion. So this is one of those games where you just hope that Virizion can do the work. Oh, I actually don't know. Oh, I can't Virizion around Goomy. Okay, so I have to tank a hit with the Virizion. And then do the breeze away afterwards? Yeah, that's what we have to do. Yikes, bro. I forgot about... This sticky membrane's wrecking us. It's got more Guzmas where that came from, apparently. What a deck. Okay, so we absolutely have to find a Gladion this turn, so we can evolve both our Salandits, because one's in the prize cards. There's one. Excellent. We have to find... Well, we have Ultra Ball, so it's fine. Okay, so we do this. So Goomy can't take a one-shot on anything. And then we have to attach to our Virizion to breeze away. There's our Salazzle. Have to put this down. So we'll be getting back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. 11, 12, 13 cards back. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 26. I don't think we have enough cards. I don't think we have enough cards to win. This Goomy, though, wrecking us, bro. Completely wrecking us. Maybe they try and Guzma Virizion, though. That would be good for us. Okay, that's really good for us. So now we leave everything but Oranguru. Tank hit with Oranguru. And resource management back in Fire Crystals. There are still Fire Crystals in our deck. Okay, just the Ram. Okay. Alright, so let's draw the deck. How many of these? 3 of these? Okay. Fire Crystal, go. Draw the deck. Draw the deck. Fire Crystal. Can we pull out this big W, boys? What do you reckon? Shuffle 3. Attach here. Breeze away everything but Oranguru. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 37 with our draw for turn, which is exact lethal. Oh boy. Okay. Breeze away. I think we have exactly enough cards to win. If he Tormenting sprays and hits a supporter, we lose though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 36, yeah, draw for turn wins us the game. Draw for turn wins us the game. Poggers! Woo! That was a good game. Wow, nice. And that's why Virizion's in the deck. For those no-win condition situations. We were only able to resource management, like, what, 3, 4 times? Stealthy Hood didn't work. Got a bit Monka-esque for a moment. Wow, that's a nice win. Okay, so if anyone was bold enough to sit around and watch that terrible second game, you get the treat of that last game. So yeah, hope you enjoy, guys. That is Unown Hand, Salazzle. Draw your deck, do the stuff, breeze away if you're in panic stations, go all in, dodge, judge, don't get let loose, easy game, easy life. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the list and the archetype. Are you going to start playing this on ladder? Do you have the patience that I did to sort of sit around and do all that resource management nonsense? I'll hear it all down below. Sorry guys for having to make you sit for all that stuff, but I couldn't let the Incineroar deck win, just out of principle, of course. I'll be back tomorrow with another Unbroken Bonds deck. Let me know which ones you want to see next on the channel. I'll be doing them all week pretty much. So yeah, all good stuff. Thanks for watching and yeah, see you next time. Cheers.